Hello everyone, my name is Hilde and welcome back to my channel. For day one of Vlogmas, I have the Diamine Inkvent calendar. We'll link the video down below where I explain what's going on. Let's open the little door to day one. Am I good at this? Heck to the nose. Let me reach for my scalpel. Probably don't do this at home unless you are good at scalpel use. Works though. Let's see what's behind. Door number one. I have no ink removal skills. Come on ink, come on ink. Struggle was real. Seize the night. Let me free this little bottle. Oh, it's a green and it's a standard. It's a standard green ink. Has a lot of plastic waste. I'm not vibing that, to be honest. But yeah, nothing I can do about that. Oh well, I shall be back with an open bottle and a sketch to paint. Okay, so I have liberated that tiny bottle. It says, as I saw yesterday, it is standard ink. I have some a mixing palette. It's just a really cheap one from Sister Irene. I have a syringe and I can just grab a wee bit of ink and distribute it in here. I will properly clean it out later. And then I can add more and less water. And just, dilute it a bit. So, and now I'm just grabbing a brush, first brush I can get my hands on, and take a bit from the lid and just swatch it. I have made a handy swatch card. And I will also swatch more diluted versions. So you can see the differences quite well. And contrary to the green on the bottle, this is a purple, or if you use it undiluted, it's actually more of a Caput Mortuum kind of shade, which is great because I flippin' love Caput Mortuum. I'm not even joking. Caput Mortuum is one of my all-time favorite colors. I'm not even joking. To paint with, I mean. So yeah, that is my swatch sheet. And it's only got the first day on it so far, but I imagine that it will be quite cool at the end. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I have this little, it's kind of like an exercise book, as the British would say. It's actually a sketchbook, and it's by Taylor Rowney. It was like an info sticker on the front, but I ripped it off. And I'm just gonna start by doing a Spookmas illustration. It's just a bit of hand glittering, a few ghosts, a bat. So I'm going to take a number 0 brush and get going. And that was it, just me doing the cover of my Vlogmas book. Just a really, really, really quick sketch. It's nothing earth-shattering. What I did conclude is this dip pen is completely worthless. This is not the nib that usually goes on. This is a nib that I got at in a calligraphy set at Les Quatre Maisons, and I must say this is, I mean, it looks pretty, but it is utterly, utterly shite. So I'm just going to chuck that, to be fair. Yeah, I used to have like a really good nib that I got at De Banier, which is like an arts and crafts chain in Belgium. And I think I will be buying another one because I don't really feel like cleaning out fountain pen converters all the time, but I'm kind of tempted to do that because fountain pen for line art is quite excellent. I don't know why there was a green label for purple ink, but there you go, there was. Maybe to add to the surprise. I can imagine that a lot of people will be super annoyed by the plastic bottles. I actually don't mind because basically I will buy Seize the Night because I love this color. I mean, the brown craft doesn't really do it justice, but yeah, this Kaput Murtum purpley thing, I absolutely love it. And this was just a quick doodle, and I will leave it like this just to remind myself not to mess with that dip pen ever again. Well, those nibs, please, because I got several. But yeah, I love the shade. I might use it later in Vlogmas again because, you know. Anyway, I don't mind this because it's super practical because it holds 12 milliliter, which doesn't seem that much. But it's more than enough when you're painting and stuff. And when I buy the big one, I can just refill this and use this to go on the go because, you know, plastic bottle won't break. It's pretty leak proof, and a big glass one is heavy and more break prone. So I don't mind these tiny plastic bottles. Also, if I get like a color I don't like, but a friend does, they will be easy to ship off and like trade amongst buddies. So these plastic bottles are actually really good. That said, aside from my just random doodle, this is, like I said, not exactly a great illustration or even a good one, but it's just like, you know, to just play around with the ink on the cover. It's fine, it's good enough. I might just add a couple of more things once I've loaded up a fountain pen. So off to a really good start, in my opinion, because I really like Seize the Night. So, because this basically says very little, as does the swatch, I've set up this. Also because I've realized that if I'm going to do full art every day, that's not gonna work out. It's far too labor intensive, so to speak. Well, labor intensive is maybe not the right word, but it would take far too much time, as I only have so much time every day to paint. So what I'm going to do is the following. I'm just gonna paint one of these guys every day. I've got 25 of them, and let's start with Seize the Night. Well, obviously, this is day one. On this here. It's a very, very wet brush. But only a little ink goes quite a long way. And this is Maruman Zuan paper, by the way, which is, a lot of people feel it's like trash paper, only good to sketch, but I love it because it can hold so many layers. It's quite amazing how many layers this can hold and not be destroyed. This is my favorite paper to paint on, not gonna lie. And there we go. I was just waiting for him to dry and maybe then add another layer, maybe lighten him up just a little bit so he'll layer better. There we go. So it's completely dry, but it's also completely pitch black dark outside. So the lighting may be a bit weird. Now I'm just gonna add a few more lines and then I should be done with this piece. Just darkening up some areas to give it some more definition. And so you can see different values of the ink. That was the word I was looking for earlier. And we'll probably still be looking for quite a few times more later on. Words, am I right? But yeah. Make this a bit lighter again. So, my conclusion of day one of Vlogmas. Seize the night. there went the Pumpkin King. Well, Seize the Night is an amazing ink. It's very versatile. As you've seen, you can make it darker, you can make it lighter, because get the paper out. This is with a lot of diluted water, well, obviously diluted with water is what I'm trying to say. Then it becomes a purple, and if you use it undiluted, it's a nice brownish purple undertone Caput Mortuum. And yeah, that's great. The white line work was done with a Pentel paint pen, by the way, for those interested. But yeah, cool beans. As for the Pumpkin King, he has a hard time standing up on his own, but he can if you're a bit persistent, and it's kind of hard to completely show him off properly, turning him around with a DSLR in my hands, but I'm making it work. I'm making it work. So yeah, off to a good start, I'd say. If you leave a comment, please be kind, but definitely let me know what you thought of this video, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2. Bye bye!